Is franchisee really a smart way of business? If so, how? And also, can franchisee earn you a good sum of amount? Because it's the first thing we're doing. And is it good for the business people who are directly planning to start with a franchise? I'm gonna answer all of these questions in this video. I'm Varsha Renukumar and welcome to the Freedom Business English channel. Well, it's got a lot of courses that you can learn from and start your own business. Franchising is a simple method of branding. In fact, if there is an organization or a single person who starts this brand and has a good impact over the brand name, and people coming in search or they are expanding this particular business, this venture in a new place with the same brand name is called as franchising. Well, in this video, I'm going to start off by telling why franchising is a smart business solution. First thing is that it stimulates entrepreneurship. There are dozens of potential entrepreneurs or businessmen who want to start their own business, but they pretty much don't have a clear idea how to. These people can opt for franchising, which helps them get a brand name with a new venture, and they can start stimulating whatever is happening in the main branch. They can get the ideas from that branch and make sure they use it in this. It's easier to learn business in such way when you know that there's already instructions and you can learn slowly how the entire process is done. The option of acquiring a franchise helps you to stimulate and facilitate a choice of so many people who do not want to work under somebody else. This can help people attaining knowledge and also helping them with guidelines to start a particular business. Next is the brand establishment. Building a brand all the way from scratch might be a little costly. All these small businesses which you want to start from the scratch might lead to a lot of expenses, but if you don't want to do that, franchising is the best option for you. By acquiring a franchise, you can exploit a name that is already positioned in the market. And all the customers already know what the brand or the name stands for. With the reputation already recognized, the endorsed customers will already be near your doorstep. You just have to make sure you let them know by promoting where you're starting and which is the venture you're starting. Next is reduce risk. Well, statistically, it's told that International Franchise Organization has stated that 5% of the own business or a small business which is started from the scratch only survive the market. It is not a guarantee with a large percentage, but only a certain sum of 5% can survive this competitive market. While in the franchisee market, there is a success of 90% which can sustain and survive the market. Next is the brand positioning. By allowing the third-party companies to promote your business, this can create a hustle and a huge noise for your personal brand. This can help your customers know that you have a wide networking all around the country or a particular city. It is not always easy to market your particular brand and show your brand presence to everyone by just one way. By helping yourself increase in different venture can help you in gathering more customers to your particular brand. This can also help your customers access to your product or services more conveniently if the particular brand networking has spread. Next is the training. Well, using the franchisee format, you can train yourself to build a business. You'll have a clear-cut idea of how a business works, and the main advantage in franchising is that you always have a guide. You know that there is someone who is already successful in a particular venture and you are continuing their legacy. You just have to make sure that how you're guided and how to continue in each and every step the first company is working under. Through mutuals of training, there's transfer of knowledge from one entrepreneur to another. He or she will learn how to resolve the conflict and to make sure the business is running in safe hands. Next is the proven formula. Using the proven formula method makes it easier for the new entrepreneur to accelerate. This famous learning curve of business helps you to know that how successful you can be. You would have already had the example of a particular entrepreneur. You can grow in the same footsteps. Allowing yourself to learn, operate and see the profile fit of the first venture and following the exact instruction might help you grow in your business and also help yourself get experienced. Next is the volume discounts. Well, in this particular thing, you don't have to worry that how much discount is the first time you can offer to people, and you don't have to worry that what is the exact good price to offer. You already have the transfer of knowledge and guidelines. You can always make sure to follow the same steps. And also, utilizing the same distributor for all of your ventures can also open a door for volume discounts. But you have to make sure that the discounts you're allowing is reaching to the people or customers' ears so that they reach out for your particular product. Next is technology. Franchising has opened doors for the possibility of improving your particular venture in the feasible growth of technology. This has made people's life easier by allowing online transactions. For example, bookings or anything they need for an order, they can place it online. However, the customer software solution might be cost effective, but the number of business might raise. I'm going to tell you 5 advantages that are for sure going to help you in the franchising business. First being the capital. It's always difficult for a small business which is starting all the way from the scratch to decide what capital it has to go on. Well, there are smart people who know how to start a business even from the scratch and even if it's a new one. But there are few people who still struggle with the knowledge how to start a business when they don't know how much to invest. This is one of the common mistakes. So in this particular franchise business, you know what the capital is and you have to make sure how much the expenses are. You know what the expenses and income, what is the revenue you're going to generate. Every detail for this particular business is already on the sheets. So you have to make sure that you know how much to invest and is your budget within that. The primary reason why entrepreneurs majoritarily choose franchising business is because the expansion of the business is good and the growth is also good, but the risk of debt is very less and it's also easier to manage finance. Next is motivated management. Well, another stumbling block for a lot of entrepreneurs is to start by training the new employees. Well, in the franchisee business, it's not that. You can get your employees and get them trained by the other set of employees in another venture or by the head venture. You can make sure that your employees are trained with the right ingredients so that they can put that into process. But franchising allows the business owner to substitute themselves by being another venture manager. The combination of these factors have several positive effects. Well, first being the long-term commitment. Well, if you worked under a franchise for a longer time, it is difficult for that particular business to leave and dissect from the other set of business and go for a longer way. Better quality management. Well, in this you can manage and learn the knowledge that you're given in a continuous manner. You'll learn how your franchise is working over the period of time and you'll make sure this works better. You'll gain a lot of experience and will know how to operate this particular business. Next is the innovation. You are given a lot of space for innovation. It is not that you have to keep following the only rules given by the head venture, but you can innovate your own procedures for this and put them into use. But the mistake most of the managers do here is don't share the secret for their innovation. Next advantage is the speed of growth. Well, in this, you know that your franchise brand presence is recognized by a lot of people. So the growth for this particular industry has so much that it's gonna grow. By default, the only logic for this is growth. You will grow only if you make sure the same quality product is consumed by the users as they're consuming in the first brand. But often these fears are based on reality. You just have to make sure that you're giving them the exact service whatever started in the first place. This will lead you to the speed growth and a great income. Franchise also allows you to compete with a larger market. This can get you a good recognition by getting into the competition and making sure that your customers know where you're located. Next one is the easy supervision. Well, this is super simple and easy. This is the one mantra that everyone has to follow. You have to make sure the logistic of your particular company is followed by all the franchises. This is how your company can grow. You're being recognized in a wider scale, but keeping a supervision on everyone is the important thing. Make sure the entire process that you cultivate from the start is being followed. I say it's easy to supervise because you're the sole manager and you have to make sure you're looking after only one venture. Each venture has one particular manager or owner who look after how the entire thing works. So there is no much pressure that every venture that you have started has a lot of issues or problems. This is easy when you just have one business ahead of you. The main advantage of opening a franchise is that it's going to be in a successful system and this is going to give you a long-term business. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe.
you.